explain in such a way. Obviously your point is valid, that when photons will come, so where these atoms will go, so that photons are taking the place of these atoms, and these atoms are able to, or you can say these charges are able to free to move. Okay, Aksa? You got that Gibran point, what he asked just now? Okay, fine. So now we have electricity from wind energy. Electricity from wind energy. Can anyone explain? In solar cell, they are using battery for storing of energy. Okay, here I use bulb so that you can understand that okay, it is producing electricity. Okay. So moving on towards the next topic, that is wind energy. So in wind energy, what will happen? Tell me, students, wind energy you have already studied. So what's happening? You are using wind energy for moving of these blades, and what happened? A generator is attached. Okay, a generator, you can say a motor, it is attached, and then which is generating electricity. Which is generating what? Electricity. Oh, diagram is very bad. Okay, fine. So you can see here in your diagram that where they have made generator, so they made this. What is this? Can anyone tell? Magnets. The work just now I told you that if you will keep a wire between the magnets, then it producing magnetic field as well as electric field. Okay, and because of these two fields, what we are getting? Induced current. That is your DC current only. Okay, induced current. Whenever induced current term is there, that means they are talking about the DC current. So what happened actually? Their magnets is there when wind energy, because of the wind energy, flowing wind, okay, or you can say wind energy, the turbines are able to move. When the turbines are able to move, there is a one pipe which is attached to this shaft, So what happened? Because the turbines are moving, so they create a rotational motion. You can say rotational energy will be there, and that's it. What means continuously shaft is also moving, and that shaft is attaching to this generator. And in this generator, what's happening? That there is a coil inside the generator. If we're talking about the generator diagram, if I will expand the diagram of generator, then it will look like this. One wire is there. Here this shaft, One minute, and here it is galvanometer. And here magnets are there, North Pole and South Pole. So that magnetic field will be created, and because of this, because magnetic field is created, and these coils are continuously rotating. Because of the shaft, these coils are continuously rotating. You can understand this rotation. Like coil is there, rotating means what? This side will come here, and again this side will come here. This is only going on, and because of this, an induced current is produced. Because of this, why? Because now here we are actually applying Fleming left-hand rule like this. It is there, and I think it is there in 10th class. I will explain inshallah very properly there. But try to understand here the working, how this rotational energy, from this wind energy, how we are getting electricity. So because of the generator, and because of the generator is not enough knowledge. Okay, you should know what's happening inside the generator. So this is happening inside the generator, that there is, you can say, magnet is there, and between the magnet there is a wire, and which produces magnetic energy, magnetic field as well as electric field. Okay, rotation of this coils will, because of the shaft, because shaft is rotating, because of this these coils are rotating, and what happened? An electric field is produced, and magnetic field also is there already. Okay, if you will keep any coin in the magnetic field, then you will see that the magnet is that coin is moving. Okay, this experiment you have done. So this is only that concept only we are using here. When you will keep an electric wire between the magnets, between the magnetic field, between the magnetic field. So just think how much it will create disturbance, or you can say it will create the movement. It results in the movement of the wire, and because wire is, and what wind energy is doing, this wind energy is moving this shaft, and this shaft is moving this coil, and because of this moving of this coil, there an induced current is produced, because this coil is moving inside the magnetic field area. Okay, see, your area is there. If anyone will come, so that in your to adjust in your area, she or he is supposed to do too much hard work, because this is your area. You are not allowing anyone to come in your area. But if it is if he or she comes in your area, then he and she is supposed to be too much hard work, so that he or she should convince you to be in that area. Okay, so similarly here also, that this magnetic field is there. In that magnetic field, and means the coil is continuously rotating, is producing what? Induced current. So induced current is produced. That induced current is using for many purpose, by storing or by whatever they are doing. In this, they read that large number of generator arranged over a large area called wind farm. So in wind farm, what's happening actually? They are means only one windmill is not enough. Okay, one windmill is not enough. It will produce a very, means how much it will that electricity will produce very less. So you want, you just look at in wind farm. So if you will look in the wind farm, there are so many windmills are there, and the result is that the amount of electricity is producing enough. So this is the working of wind energy. Okay, now read your paragraph and try to understand from this diagram. In this book, they have not explained like this.
Yes.
So that's why I am explaining, so that it is clear. So it will become clear to you that how it's working. Here the question is how it's working. And this, if you will, anyone is asking that how it is working, and you will say that just because of the wind energy, it is a generator is attached. That's why it's creating electricity. It's producing electricity. So what's happening inside the generator? Inside the generator, what's happening is there. This generator is working on the principle that when you will keep a coil in a magnetic field, then the result is it will rotate the coil. Because of the magnetic field, it rotates the coil, and an induced current is produced. And because of this induced current, we are using, means we can say that the electricity is produced. Fine. Now moving on towards the next topic, that is electricity from water energy. Same thing in water energy, but in water energy, which concept we are using? There is one added concept is there in solar, in this water energy hydroelectric power plant, that is dynamo is everywhere. Okay, because of the dynamo only induced current is produced. Water turbines is there. Okay, fine, turbines are also here. Then one more thing is there. Here wind energy is in solar panel, solar energy. Kinetic energy and potential energy, conversion of potential energy into kinetic energy. Okay, because dams are placed at very high height, and because of that height, water is having so much, you can say too much potential energy of water is maximum. So because of when we will make a path to flow the water, then what happened? That the potential energy of the flowing water, the potential energy of the water which is stored in the dam, it will hold converted into kinetic energy, and because of that kinetic energy flowing of the water, the turbines are able to move. This only the concept we added. Okay, got my point? And then again same thing will happen. Turbines will move the shaft will move the coil, and then coil will move, so it will produce induced current because it is already in a magnetic field. Simple. Okay.
Ma'am, you said that it is eco-friendly.
Wind energy is eco-friendly.
Water energy.
Water
energy is not eco-friendly.
Water energy is eco-friendly. Yes. Why? Why not?
Because now I also heard many countries are counting it.
Yes. Now you can say like water is supposed to come in the category of which source of energy? Renewable, non-renewable?
No, ma'am, because it pollutes the water. Those water which are working in dam, they are using in dam.
They are using dam, and in that also dams they are not making properly, and the result is that after means if you will increase the pressure, then dams are also breaking, and which result in the floods. Yes.
Because of this marine life is affected in dam, and that this water is having silt, and water heats up, which affects the marine life also.
Marine life, yes. Actually what they are saying eco-friendly is because of like looking to the definition of the renewable and non-renewable sources of energy. They didn't look the other effects of this, like factories. If you are saying that ma'am, in factories they are using too much of chemical energy, which results in that excess of chemical energy is flowing in the means mixing in the water, and that is just polluting the water. Okay, but in dam reservoir they are collecting clean water. That's why they said eco-friendly. Okay, in dam it's not like that. They can just look where dams are there, so there will be no the water is not dirty. One place is there, I don't remember. I think just in Nainital dams are there. No, they are not. So are they clean or they are dirty? Dirty. So that means this point should be deleted from here. They are not eco-friendly. So now next is production of electricity from nuclear energy. Nuclear energy is not eco-friendly. Why? Because if any time any reaction will go wrong, then what it will take your lives. So, or you can say this uranium and whatever the things are there, it means cost is needed. Cost is there. In wind energy, you don't need to you don't need to pay so much thing. Just you need a generator, and then you can produce electricity. Similarly, in solar panel is costly. Okay, solar panel is costly. Everyone cannot afford solar panel. But nowadays, alhamdulillah, you can see. I saw that many houses terrace they are using solar panels nowadays. Otherwise, earlier it was very costly, and still also it is costly. No one can afford. That's why it is not written eco-friendly. Eco-friendly it is written fine. Now next is eco-friendly. You are correct. This water one eco-friendly point should not be there, because pollution of water occurring, and that's results. That's not a eco-friendly. Yes. Now next is what here? Nuclear energy. So students read this first. Read this paragraph. Then I will ask question, and then you will explain. Here you will use concept of fission and fusion. So what it is included in this nuclear plant? Fusion or fission? Fission. Well, Amna, what is fusion and fission? Yes, Zibran, what is fusion and fission? Don't know? I told here. I discussed with you. Achha, okay, he was not there that time. Yes, Silma, tell me.
Molecules are joined in this.
Fusion means when atoms, or you can say you can say two molecules, okay, will join. Fusion, fuse, and fission means breaking of the atom. Okay, when an atom will break into 2 and 3 forms, then we are saying that it is fission. So they are using fission of uranium-235 or plutonium-239. Means you will use uranium. Okay, and then result is what? Uranium will break because of the chemical energy. It's not like that in air only it's breaking. You are giving energy, then only it is breaking, and the result is that there's you can say number of uranium will converted into this equation. I'm not getting equation. There is one equation in number of neutrons will produce. Number of neutrons will produce. Okay, it will break in small pieces, and the resultant number of neutron will produce, and the number of neutron production of the neutrons results you can say excessive amount of energy. Excessive amount of energy. So that's what happened actually. They are using this control process of. Okay, you will explain. So I started explaining.